Good morning, children. Welcome to maths class. So, in maths, we are solving the problems of block 25, which is time on a clock, isn't it? So, we have learned how to estimate the time for the activities, given activities. It might be which activities can be completed in very less time, that is seconds, or the activities which can be completed in minutes, or which can be completed in hours, isn't it, children? And also we have learned how to tell the time: 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, yes, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. How the clock looks, where is the hours and where is the minutes, and that we have learned, isn't it, children? So in the next topic we are going to learn about half and quarter hour. Half an hour means 30 minutes, children. Okay, half hour is nothing but 30 minutes. Quarter hour means 15 minutes. Okay, quarter hour means 15 minutes, half hour means 30 minutes. Okay, 1 hour will be equal to 60 minutes, children. Okay, that's why when you make it half hour, it becomes 30 minutes. 60 minutes becomes 30 minutes. Okay, quarter hour, that is 15 minutes, that is half of half hour. In 30 minutes, again if you make it half, that becomes 15 minutes, which is called as quarter hour. Okay, now let's see the sums here, children. So before that, let me show you the clock. Okay, so for example, if it is 3:30, okay, 3:30, so the small hand will be in between 3 and 4, and the long hand will be on 6, like this. Okay, let me show you again, like this. Okay, why? Because can you see small dots here, children? Small lines here, 1 2 3 4. This is 1 again. Yes, 1 2 3 4. In between each number there are 4 lines, isn't it, children? And each line tells that it is 1 minute. Okay, when a longer hand moves from one line to the other line, then that becomes 1 minute. Okay, so if you count from here, after 12, 1 2 3 4. So when you reach 5, when it is 5, when it is on 1, when the longer hand is on 1, that becomes 5. Then you have small line here, 6 7 8 9. So when you reach 2, it becomes 10, isn't it? After that, this becomes 11, 12, 13, 14, and this becomes 15, isn't it? So 15th minute, and then again 16th minute, 17th minute, 18th minute, 19th minute, and this becomes 20. So whenever the longer hand is pointing to any number, then that becomes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, isn't it? Here also 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes, and one complete 60 minutes. That means 1 hour. Okay, children. So to remember that what is a minute on that numbers, you can only remember the 5 table. Okay, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. That means 10 minutes. 5 threes are 15. That means if the longer hand is pointing to, longer hand, big hand, pointing to 3, that means 15 minutes. If the longer hand is pointing to 4, then it becomes 20 minutes. Okay, if the bigger hand is pointing to 5, then it becomes 25 minutes. Okay, when the longer hand is pointing to 6, that becomes 30 minutes. Okay, in the same way, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55 minutes. Okay, when it reaches 60 minutes, then again we have to start with the 0. Why? Because after reaching to 12, the long, for suppose the short hand is pointing to 6. Let's take it is short pointing to 6. So the longer hand changes. Yes, for every 5 minutes it moves. Yes, and it reaches 12. So when the longer hand reaches 12, then the shorter hand will be moving to 7. Okay, 1 hour is finished. From 6, the shorter hand will be moving on to 7. Okay, when the longer hand reaches 12, again it starts rotating. Again the longer hand will be moving from 1 to 12 again, and when again it reaches 12, then this shorter hand from 7 it moves to 8. That becomes 8 o'clock. Okay children, in that way. Okay, and 30 means 30 minutes. Half means 30 minutes. 30 minutes, the longer hand will be pointing to 6. Okay, for example, if it is 9:30, so the shorter hand also will be moving when the longer hand is moving. Okay, but very very slightly. So to whenever it is 9:30, the short hand will be in between 9 and 10. In between 9 and 10, it will not be on 9. So when it is on 9, the longer hand will be on 12, which shows 9 o'clock. When it is moving, when the longer hand is moving slowly to the next numbers, by 5 minutes it moves from minute to minute. It is moving, isn't it? So while it is moving, this short hand also starts to move towards the next number, but we can't exactly point when it is moving, but that's in such a way it moves very slowly. Okay, and when it reaches to 30 minutes, then the small hand will be moving to the into in between those numbers. Okay, so 9:30 becomes when 9 here, in between 9 and 10, the short hand, the longer hand will be pointing to 6. Okay, and if it is 9:15, then the shorthand will be on 9 only, because it is only 15 minutes. It did not move. It might have moved, but we can't point it out. Okay, as it slowly moves towards the 6, it also moves towards in the middle. Okay, when the longer hand reaches to 12, the shorter hand reaches to 10. Okay, from 9:15, 9:30 to 10. Okay children, so whenever you are telling the minutes, do remember, we will have to remember that it is 5 table. Okay, when it if the longer hand is on 1, it means 5 minutes. For example, if short hand is on 8 and long hand is on 1, then it means 8 5. Okay, when the longer hand if the longer hand is on 3, then it is 8:15. Okay, by the time it becomes 8:30, the short hand will be in between 8 and 9, and the longer hand will be on 6. Then that becomes 8:30. Okay, when short hand and long hand are both on 9, that means the shorter hand will be very near to 9. That means in 15 minutes it becomes 9. So that becomes 8:45. Longer hand is on 9 and short hand is very near to 9. That means it is 8:45. Okay, 9 no, 5 nines are 45. So 8:45. In that way you need to understand the clock children. Okay, now let's see the sums here. Write the given time in two ways. Here they have given two clocks here children. So we have to write the time in two different ways. So let's see the first one. See, this is your first one. So check where is the short hand first. So if you see, the short hand is between 4 and 5. That means it is 4. And the long hand is on 6. That means 6 means 30. So the time is 4:30. Okay, what is the other way you can write? See, you have completed 30 minutes after 4 o'clock, isn't it? After 4, that means when short hand was on 4 and long hand was on 12. Slowly it moved towards 6. That means 30 minutes we have fast completed, isn't it? So past. Whenever we have to say the time is completed, finished, then it is past. How many minutes? 30 minutes. What do you mean by 30 minutes? Half hour, isn't it? Half past 4 you can write, or else you can also write 30 minutes past 30 minutes past 4. That is also correct. And half past 4 also is correct. Half means what? 30 minutes only, isn't it? So 30 minutes past 4 you can write, or half past 4. Okay, now let's see the other one. Now if you see, children, the small hand is little away from 9, isn't it, children? But it is 9 o'clock only. Okay, after 9 o'clock, the if it is 9 o'clock, the short hand would be on 9 and long hand would be on 12, isn't it? But the long hand is on 3, isn't it? So if it is 3, that it becomes 15 minutes, isn't it? 5 threes are 15, 15 minutes. So 9:15 we can write. And the other way is quarter past 9. Okay, quarter past 9. Quarter means 15 minutes, isn't it? So after 9, 15 minutes have been finished, have been completed. So you can write quarter past 9 or 30 minutes, 15 minutes past 9. Here it is quarter, only 15 minutes, no? 15 minutes past 9 also you can write, or quarter past 9 also you can write. Okay, children, you understood what is half and past, and you understood how to read the time, hours hand and minutes hand. Yes, so there are few more sums in your daily schedule. Copy it down in your classwork book. Okay, children. Now coming to your next sum. On which hand will be the minutes hand for the given time? So they have given the time. Here we need to tell on which number will be the minutes hand. Minutes hand is longer hand, big hand, isn't it? So let's see. So there is a clock. Now 5:45. So 5:45 means the short hand will be nearer to 6, isn't it? Because in 15 minutes it reaches, no? And long hand will be on 9. 45. 45 means 9, isn't it? For 5 nines are 45. So 9. So it will be on 9. Okay, next. 1:15. So short hand is on 1 and 15 means 3. 5 threes are 15, no? So 3. So you have to write the number as 3. Okay, minutes hand will be pointing to 3. 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock means the short hand will be on 3 and long hand will be on 12. 3 o'clock, 12. So you have to write 12. Okay, children. Next, 6:30. 6, that means the short hand is pointing to 6. 30. So 5 6 are 30. So long hand also will be pointing to 6. So you have to write 6. Okay, children. So do this in your classwork and copy the rest of the sums from your daily schedule into your classwork. Okay. Now coming to your homework, complete the volume book, children. Volume book 3, page number 47, S3. Half and quarter hour. Okay. So in the next class, we will learn the next topic, children. See you in the next class. Bye.